Yeah, so RTP is our kind of return to performance. We do our job by having as many people available to play and giving Franco as full a deck to pick from. But also as part of our kind of return to performance pathway, we try to get guys leading some of the analysis stuff, so helping prep teams coming down the line and get engaged that way, and also kind of leading on some of the kind of smaller skill-based stuff from very early doors. So talked a little bit about having that early planning meeting, and part of that is obviously having a rugby coach involved. They will have their own thoughts on what a player needs to work on it, and then I suppose it's our role as members of staff to make sure we put in place a plan that allows a player to come back, you said, in the best condition possible. So Rory Darge is one who has basically come back in. He's been out for over 20 weeks and then comes back in and had a short reintegration period, whereas Alan Dell and Ali Miller kind of had to bide their time. And so we use a lot of jump information, track his GPS, and also some physical and well-being monitoring that we keep a pretty consistent eye on to help, I suppose, guide that process. But also it's conversation with the player. How are they feeling? How are they responding? And once all those things align, we get to a place where we're happy for that player to reintegrate into training. So yeah, it was great to see him get back out on the field, but also seeing the amount of work those guys have put in, and to see that transfer to how they applied themselves in that game was great.
Teams square themselves to the front it goes. And around the back it comes, good little into the space. It's a great run, it's a brilliant score. This is going to be Glasgow Warriors' first points on the board. Eli Caven. It's made by 7.
There's always certain aspects of the things we have worked on in the RTP process that it's rewarding to see come out on the field. So even just seeing like the lads knowing their detail in around their line out, it's a lot of the unseen work. But Ali has been massive for the kind of analysis work on the line out side. So seeing that come to fruition and then hit the mark from that perspective and get their detail right is great. And then I suppose, yeah, the conditioning work that those guys put in to have their first game back at altitude, in the heat in South Africa, and be able to tolerate that and not look out of place among the wider squad is, yeah, I think a testament to the amount of work those guys put in that rehab process. Yeah, I suppose it's good to see all the talk Johnny Matthews has put about his days of schooling people on the streets of Liverpool into practice. But yeah, look, I think there's moments like that are great as a team, but I think, yeah, just I suppose we talk about whatever it takes, and he put himself in that position through work, and it's very easy to hone in on the actual technical execution, but there's the willingness and the application of putting yourself in that position, which I think often goes unrewarded. But yeah, that work rate to get in that position and then execute it, which at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, your ability to execute it, but consistently putting yourself in that position to execute those skills and tasks is awesome.
Much needed work for the Lions. Adam Jones has been injured right here and then. Hands go out for the Lions. The final score, Emirates Lions 35, the Glasgow Warriors 24. As the Lions buck the trend and get a win at home.